Stop squeaking at me! I have fans. They can squeak at me. You're just a guinea pig. You don't get to squeak. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jaina Solo Says. I'm your host, Emily. Today we're going to be talking about Season 2 of The Mandalorian that I have now finally seen, so I can now talk about it. Yeah. So everyone is probably super excited. We've been waiting for Mandalorian Season 2 ever since the moment Season 1 came out, and we were like, that was amazing! We need more, like right now. Please, go make more. So Season 2 picks up pretty much where Season 1 left off. For those who need the refresher, Mandalorian had created this kind of bond with our little child, the one, little teeny meaty Baby Yoda. And now he didn't know what to do with him because he'd saved him pretty much from the Empire's people. And it's like, so now what? And he talks to the lady Smithy, who's also Mandalorian, and she is so freaking awesome. Like, what should I do? And she's like, well, he has the Force. He has this power. He needs to be with his people. You need to find Jedi. You need to find people to hand him over to them because obviously that's who he belongs with. He doesn't belong with you. He belongs with his people. And in this case, because he has the Force, Jedi. He keeps trying to find other Mandalorians at the beginning of the season because he figures if he's got more than one of them, they can kind of coordinate and figure out where some Jedi are. So his first thing in Season 2 is, hey, where are more of my kind? Everyone kind of scattered at the end of Season 1, understandably. So he's like, where can I find more of my people? Then I can try and find a Jedi. Then I can hand off Grogu and my mission will be done. Although he's conflicted because he loves Grogu and he doesn't really want to let him go. And Grogu doesn't really want to go. Anyway, so now he's on this way to find Jedi. And it's interesting kind of struggle for him because he's really bonding with Grogu, with little Baby Yoda. And it's hard for him to say goodbye. He's very much become a father figure. And we also find that Grogu has a lot in common with Anakin when he's first brought to the Jedi, in the sense that he's had a kind of a traumatic life. Things have happened to him in his early years. We don't even know the full extent of it yet, but it's made him fearful, even of the Force that he wields. One thing think they've done very well in the Mandalorian series is focus on the Mandalorian's journey. Like he's always dealing with something personally. In the first series, it was like, who am I? Am I a man of morals beyond the Mandalorian code? Who am I? Second season, it's like, what does it mean to be a Mandalorian? Now that I've kind of known my code, am I open to change? Am I open to expanding my circle? Am I open to being a part of something bigger than myself and not just in a morality way? It also forces Mando to deal with the struggle of, well, what is a Mandalorian? Because this, for Boba is like, well, my dad was Mandalorian, I'm not really, so I can show my face. And then he meets some other Mandalorians who don't mind showing their face, so his whole thing of I can't ever show my face is now called into question. Is this really part of the way? Is this totally something different? It's very poignant because with any kind of religion or life path that you want to follow, you understand it in a certain way, but there might be other people who follow the same title of whatever it is, but who see it in a different way, which is very common. Like in Christianity, people argue over creation. Was it actually 7 days? Was that a metaphor for a certain amount of time because it was the beginning? And how do you gauge time in the beginning of time? There's all these interesting things that it kind of parallels, and I found that really interesting. So that was one thing I actually really liked about it. The one thing, okay, and this may not be a popular opinion, the only negative that I have to say is a personal thing, y'all. It was badly done, nothing like that. Everything was really well done. It's just a personal thing. Ming-Na Wen. Love her. She plays excellent characters, especially in S.H.I.E.L.D. and other things. I love her. I don't like her in Mandalorian. It's just a personal preference, but in Season 2, she just bugs me. Why is she still around? I don't understand. So when she teams up with Gina Carano, I'm all like, okay, two badass girls fighting, together, taking out all these droids, taking out all these stormtroopers and men. Then I was kind of on board. But until then, I was just like, why is she there? She's just like, hey, famous actress, playing this part of a character don't really care about, don't really even like. But then, she teams up with Boba Fett, and since he saved her life, she owes him, and now she's kind of on the good guy's side. and she's a great, assassin. So then I was kind of like, it's fine. But yeah, until that moment, I was kind of like, so that was the only weak part, and that's a personal preference, not like the show is weak because of it. It's not. Disney has announced that there will be quite a few spin-off shows. We will get Mandalorian season 3 and probably season 4. We will be getting the Book of Boba Fett, something like that. Don't quote me. But yeah, basically Boba Fett's going to get his own thing. We're going to get Alderaan about the planet. So, season 2, was it worth watching? Absolutely. Did it dovetail well after season 1, even though a bit of time has passed? Very much so. Is it worth seeing from start to finish so far? Yeah. And I'm super excited for season 3. So they've done a good job of keeping and meeting my expectations and making me still excited for more. And now we've got Boba Fett coming down the line. We got Alderaan coming down the line. We got so many other things. So I'm just really excited to see where it's all going to go. And especially the casting of Boba Fett, well done. Because that's a very, I think, hard character to kind of get right. And especially if it's later in the timeline, how is he gonna... I really liked him. And I really liked that in general, they're not casting super well-known people. Because this is Star Wars, you guys. You could cast Joe Schmo, who nobody knows. And as long as he's a good actor, people are gonna love him. I don't like the crutch. And that was one of the bad things about, I think, the first 3 episodes, the prequels, was that they cast all these well-known actors and these characters, and then I'm just that's all I see. I don't see Qui-Gon Jinn, I see Liam Neeson. I don't see Obi-Wan Kenobi, I see Ewan McGregor. And I'm just not that they're not good actors, they are. But it's Star Wars. It's already got such an amazing base. You don't need to go search for names to make it popular. And Mandalorian is a great opportunity to really get some new and rising stars into some places of prominence so they can, as an actor, of course, I'm all for that. But sometimes people are like, well, I'm too scared to do that because it's a new property. This is not a new property. Everyone agrees. Star Wars is awesome. Star Wars is great. We don't need to worry about, we have to put a name to make people watch this. People are going to watch it. Okay, so make some great actors who nobody knows into these characters. That was one of the best things I think they did in season 7. Almost none of the actors were well known, but they were great actors. So boom, you've got new stars, you got new characters. We can really see them as these characters. We're not seeing there's this famous actor who's under this name. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me on that, but it's always been a pet peeve of mine, and I think one of the weakest things about the first 3 movies was that choice. Anywho, go see it. Totally worth it. I'm excited, looking forward to all the offshoots and season 3. In fact, yeah, I'm really excited, you guys. And again, it's such a great property that seems good for all ages, all genders. It's a space western. I mean, that's what this is. So go have fun, shoot 'em up. Hopefully we'll see you next time on Jaina Solo Says. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.